Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Mars, Sailor Red World Ray here. And today we're going to talk about, you know, why I get angry at Serena. Now, I made this film many times, but so here is the truth. When I first met Serena, and she was a ditz and a klutz and a sob baby, I thought in my mind that, hey, she's not a good leader. She's not a good team leader. She shouldn't be in leadership. And the whole time I believed that I was a good leader. Now I know that is the most, that is the lamest forgiveness for it, but that's what it was. you know, I truly believed in my mind at the time that I was a greater leader than Serena. Why? Because I truly believed that her being, a ditz and a klutz and a sob baby, I believed that since she was all those things, I thought, yeah, that's not a leader, is what I believed. But I shifted my stance after I saw how she handled all kinds of fights she was in. You know, when we went to the Tokyo steeple and and we were fighting, Malachite or Quinfight, whatever you want to call them. We'll call them Malachite since we're talking about the Deke world here. And I saw, how she became the moon alphaling, And I told her, I said, I thought you weren't a good leader, but I could see that I was wrong. And that's when I, shifted my stance. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, well, then did the suppose the so-called bullying, as a lot of folks call it, the riling stopped? No. Me and Serena did seek other things to rile about. But at least when we riled, it wasn't, since I believed that I was a greater leader than her. Since at the end of the day, that was no longer the grounds to why we riled. I still riled with her because she could still be irksome. You know, that she could still be a sob baby and a klutz and a ditz, which I knew that was just her being her, you know. So there was a forgiveness for it, you know. And a lot of folks are going to say, well, Ray, and every other telling of Sailor Moon, from the song plays, to the funny books, to the live Farseer show, you do not bully her, or you do not rile with her, or if you do, it is unlike from the way that it was being handled in the first drawing show. And yeah, you'd be right, because the way that I am in the drawing, I'm in the books and the plays and the Farseer show is unlike from the way I am in that drawing show. That's true. You know. And they'd say, oh, well, why do you still get into riles? Because Serena can still be irksome. And I have this low put up, when it comes to folks being irksome, which Serena can be. But then double that with Mina and also Ernest, and you have a contactracy. So that's why I still riled with her. And the grounds to why I bullied her in the beginning was since in my mind I truly believed that she wasn't a good leader and felt that I should have been the leader. That I looked at her being a klutz and a ditz and a sob baby back then, and thought that she doesn't have the skills or craft to be in leadership. And I thought it should have been me. But as you know, I shifted my stance on her. Serena is the leader. She does have the skills and the craft. But she still can be irksome. And that's why I still rile. with her. Alright, we'll see you all later, everyone.